And them and Hi, I'm Christianna from GUID-100 3042, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my vision board, my mission statement, and my 7 habits. So this first one is a picture of me in my cap, but it's supposed to symbolize me graduating college, even though it was when I graduated high school. I'm not sure what college exactly I want to go to after I finish here at MSJC for 2 years, but I'm thinking somewhere in California or in Florida because my parents are planning on moving, so I want to be by them. And so yeah, so I just have to look into that a little more because I'm not entirely sure. Here are some of my goals and stuff that I like to do that aren't necessarily like, oh, I want to get them done in like 5 years. It's just kind of whenever. I have a picture of a book. I like to read, and I'm also, fun fact, writing a book right now with my mom. I've been writing it since I was in 10th grade, and I just graduated high school like 2 months ago. And it's a children's book, and it's not done yet. It's taken us a while, but I plan on publishing that with my mom, and we'll see where it goes. But I just really like the concept of writing books, and I have a lot of ideas, so maybe when I'm older and I have more free time and I can really write a book, I'll write a couple of books. So then I have a picture of my dog. I'll show you what she looks like later on. I love dogs. I think they're my favorite animal or pet besides dolphins. After I graduate college, I'm not entirely sure what major I want to major in because I want to start my own business, but I want to have a degree in something, but I don't want it to be like entrepreneurship. So I was thinking maybe like marketing, management, design, something along those lines. So after I graduate college, I want to work at either like a beauty company or a skincare company and kind of learn how they work and like learn things from them pretty much, and then start my own company. And I've actually been making my own skincare products and some beauty products for probably almost a year now. I basically fell in love with it, and I could see myself starting an own company. And one of my favorite teachers from high school has his own company. It's a pool business, so not the same thing, but he's really given me like an opportunity to, when I do graduate college, to go find him, and he said he'll help me, so I think that's an amazing opportunity too. So here are just a couple of pictures of like what I want my store to look like. So if I do have a business and it does well, then I'll open up a store later on. And then here is another goal of mine. So I want to open up my own dog shelter. I don't know if you've seen the movie Hotel for Dogs. It came out years ago, but they would just go around the neighborhood in the city and just pick up these stray dogs and like feed them and groom them and everything and give them like basically a home. And I think from watching that from such a young age, I was like, that I can see myself doing because I love dogs so much. Then I have a couple of my cars that I like. This one's a convertible Bug, and then I just like taped some dogs in it because why not? And then I have a Ford Bronco. I go on to a picture of a couple getting married. I want to get married. I don't really have like a time frame that I want to get married, but I want to get married sometime in my lifetime. And then over here I have a couple pictures of different families. I grew up in like a really amazing family, and I'm super thankful for it, and I want to be able to give my kids the same experience that I had. And then I also want to adopt at least one child. Fun fact too, my aunt and my uncle adopted 3 siblings. I think is so amazing how somebody that maybe couldn't be able to keep the child, or maybe it was an accident, that they can take those kids in as their own and feed them and clothe them and give them shelter and a home and love. Being able to be a family towards one of them is, I think, super amazing and something that I really want to do. And I have a couple of different house pictures. I just have a couple of pictures of, I'm not even sure what that picture is, like a jungle with water in it, I'm not sure. But I was like, that's really pretty. So these pictures symbolize me traveling. I want to travel a lot. So then I'm going to go in with my mission statement. So I reviewed like the PDF, and there's like 5 questions. So I kind of just jotted down like some of my answers, and I'll kind of go into like what I want my legacy to be. So first up was some qualities I'd like to develop. I kind of thought of somebody that I look up to and I see their qualities and I'm like, oh, I want to be like them. So the person I thought of was God. So God is, he's compassionate, dependable, accepting, just, and gracious. And I think for the most part, I'm all of them, but I think like I could be more of it. Then the second question is some of the things that matter most to me in life are contribution, then family is super important, and then relationships is super important to me, not just like relationships like boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, marriage, whatever. I think of everything, so I think of like marriage relationships, I think of friendships, I think of acquaintances at like work and stuff. I think you need to have a good relationship with everybody that you meet, and so that is something that matters to me a lot in life. And then spiritual fulfillment is another one. And my last one is new experiences. I think like people need to be involved and introduced to new things, because if you don't, you're kind of just living in a run, and you need to be able to take chances, make mistakes, get messy. The third question is some of the principles I want to guide my life are courage, commitment, gratitude, love, and humor. I think all of these, I'm really, like I have them in my life, but that is something that I really want to guide my life, because without love, and obviously you can't take life too seriously, so you need to have humor involved in there. The fourth question is some of my best talents are, I'm really good at communicating, and communication is key, so that's why I think I'm pretty good at it. Then creative. Also, being creative goes along with the lines of like me wanting to start my own company, because if you don't have that creative eye and you don't create something that it draws people's attention to, then like why even make the product, you know? Then organization. I love to organize, and I think I'm a super organized person compared to most teenagers or people my age, hence why my board is very organized. My closet is organized. I just love organizing. And one of my other talents is I'm very positive. People tell me all the time like I'm a light in so many people's lives because I have such a positive outlook. Then the last one is I'm very persistent. If I know something is right or I want something, and I'm not going to stop till I get it, I'm never going to give up on the goals and dreams that I want. Number 5 is to contribute to others. I will. So I think I contribute love to others. I'm very loving, and I inspire a lot of people, they say. I mean, I don't know if they're lying, but I hear it a lot. So I just want to be able to inspire people to do other things that maybe they're scared of doing or they're not comfortable doing. And then I want to be able to lead others, either if that's like in school or anything. Like I just want to be a helping hand for people who are having a hard time. Then this whole mission statement is like what the end question is, like what I want my legacy to come to. And I just want to be remembered and looked up to for the kindness that I had in my heart and how I displayed it to others whether they were friends, family, children, customers, strangers. I want to be remembered for the amazing things I've done in my lifetime, whether that be helping countless dogs and saving them, or whether it be helping my family, my children, and my husband, and just giving them a life that they will always remember that they were loved, and take that into their future and show that same love to their kids. My habit 7, physically, what I like to do, I don't work out, I don't play a sport, so I don't really know what to say, but I think where I get my most exercise from is playing with my dog. My dog keeps me on my toes all the time. She loves going to the park, so that kind of counts as me being physical. Oh yes, you like me, don't you? Yeah, I think that's where I get most of my physical renewal from. So mentally, I like to read. In my closet, I have probably over 200 books. A book that I am reading right now that I absolutely love is How to Be an Overnight Success. It's just talking about like her life story, and it inspires me because that's kind of what I want to do. So emotionally, I'll either like hang out with my friends or go shopping with them too. I think friends are super important to have because like they're like family, but they're different. Like you can tell them different things and like be different around them, and I'm so happy, and they make me feel welcomed and loved. And to be honest, I know it's cheesy, but I don't know where I'd be without them. Lastly, spiritually, I go to church, but right now, with COVID, we can't, so it's all online, but I'll do that. Yeah, so those are just some mind, body, soul, spirit of ways that I renew myself, and yeah.